I'm speaking. Use a whole Charleston White. This is no game entertainment. I'm from New York. Got bozo niggas that sneak into New York and then they talk this reckless shit about this type of shit.
White back at him again, disrespecting the entire New York City. Welcome to 1 Minute.
I'm from New York, pussy.
Let's get with it. Take over the big fat Puerto Rican motherfucker, Big Joe, and Fat Home. Say, boy, I fuck your mom and slap the shit out your mom, and you wouldn't do goddamn shit.
You soft.
You know, bitch, you know, I'm gonna get your dad. If I pump your dog in the head, hope it fall field, you and them bitch ass Bronx niggas wouldn't do shit. I'm waking up this morning, I'm talking to the people in New York, the Bronx. Fuck the Bronx. I ain't never seen nobody from the Bronx come to Texas, nowhere in the South. Come from New York, come down south, and develop a badass reputation. But you ever been to the Bronx, New York? They don't have my house. I've been there. I went to New York last year, baby. I went there. They don't look good. I promise. They look nasty. They didn't have good streets, but they got rats. Them people in New York is filthy. They nasty. They disgusting, and they ain't got big houses. They ain't got no big. They got big pretty houses in New Jersey, not the Bronx, baby. You are. Them the gay people living, baby. I'm talking about regular. No, them gay people live like that. I'm talking about regular black people in the Bronx. Nigga, they live poor. They live in high rise. I'm gonna have to take you far to the Bronx that I seen. Did nothing look nice in the Bronx. Not even the women. The women was ugly. The kids look stupid. The people in the Bronx look fucked up. Yeah, that nigga talking about a motherfucking DMX. Nigga, fuck DMX. DMX dead, you bitch, dope fiend ass nigga. And that nigga died. That didn't even have $100,000 in the bank. Can you imagine all them dumb 17 kids you got? They don't even like their daddy. Dumb ass dope fiend ass nigga. You nigga mad about what I said about DMX. Nigga, fuck the Bronx. One thing I know.
Now let me clear something up for you, sucker. You got the nerve to talk about somebody, kids, pussy, and you look like your moms and your uncle done created you. You a pedophile. You rape women, sucker. Come to Yonkers. Come to New Rochelle. Come to Mount Vernon, White Plains, anywhere in the 914 in New York, nigga. And say that shit. And I guarantee you the people who get high in the street will tear your ass up. You always want to make it a state-to-state situation. You opening your mouth, sucker, and you don't know. New York react different. Pull up out here by yourself and sit in places and be seen. A lot of you dudes be doing this shit. Y'all don't be seen in these spots, but y'all be woofing a lot. Charleston White, use a whole hoe for that. And you ain't gonna do that. You the type that's gonna breeze through in parts that nobody be in. Come to 914, anywhere to 914, say fuck DMX and see if you make it out of there. I'm calling you out, punk. Hand to hand. We could go any way you want, but I'd rather beat you up to beat some sense into your little retarded ass. Ever disrespect a legend like that from where I'm from, in the neighborhoods of where I'm from, where that man did so much, and you talk about his kids, he ain't here no more. If that man was alive, you wouldn't be speaking that man to show up and see you. But now I'm calling you out, pussy. You are what the government put out here as a plant. You just like the other rat nigga, the rainbow color hair nigga 6'9". Y'all niggas catch these rape charges and then cooperate with the government. And then part of your cooperation is to trick other black men off the streets and try to hurt you. You enticing people to come do something to you, and you a sucker. Why don't you show up in people's hometown and then talk the recklessness? I'm from New York, pussy. You ain't got to mention my name or mention nothing about me. You don't know me. But I've been watching you, weirdo. And you a sucker. You one of them cats that run behind these screens and y'all be on these internet spots and these people be giving y'all platforms. But when somebody call you out to fight, you a sucker. You want to run to a pistol, or you want to tell somebody to come where you at because ain't no pistol permits. Everybody could carry, and you have the self-defense mechanism. How you going to diss a state and then you hiding in the state, you floating in and out, and you ain't nowhere to be seen when you talking all this smoke? You ain't seen nothing. You don't know nothing about New York. New York has buildings. New York is one of the financial capitals of this country that help your poor ass state get right. And this ain't no disrespect to Houston or Texas, because Texas get money. Shout outs to everybody that I know from Texas. I have my family come out there and see you in your state, you bozo. Be careful who you talk about and talk to. People have family where you at. You put yourself in very bad positions to where you could end up really hurt. You a wing for that. I represent New York, more or less the 914. I'm from New Rochelle, New York, and I ain't hard to find. We could go pay-per-view. We could get in the ring. We have a boxing match, whatever. You could raise money and give it to you. I own my own companies. But you gonna cut all this slick talking out because you one of them niggas that slick talk, and then you be writing statements on people. But I want to fight you, you bozo. You speaking on the state where I'm from, sucker. I don't know how everybody else give it up, but I'm from New York. So when you say fuck New York and everybody in the Bronx, when you say fuck New York, that's the whole state. Everybody in the Bronx, you're going to have mad backlash behind that. But I'm one to address you, and I don't even know you, coward. Show up in the Bronx and in areas where people really be at, these names you slinging out there, and disrespect them. Disrespect Big Pun in Washington Heights. Come to School Street or Slow Bomb or Palisades or Getty Square in the heart of Yonkers and disrespect DMX and see if you make it out of there. And you saying you coming to these places by yourself. No, you not. No, you not. You not dumb like that. And if you are dumb like that, nobody's seeing you. Charleston White, you a pussy. You a sucker, bro. Don't ever disrespect New York, B. I don't get along with some people in New York, but we all from New York, and you ain't gonna disrespect New York. Whatever your beefs is with whoever you got them with from New York, you direct it at that. But when you say fuck New York, you talk about a very big state, bro, where you could end up doing interviews and pop-up and walkthroughs in New York somewhere, and somebody spots you, and then next thing you know, you gotta have a problem and get escorted out the building. You slick talking gerbil in the face. You look like one of them incest babies from the South. Come on, man. You talking slick. You ain't built like that. You fragile. You look like you fragile as you a rapist, dude. You a whole rapist, my guy. You ain't even a pedophile. You're a rapist. You took it. You took it. Anybody out there in Texas that's backing you or supporting you, you just paying them to. Because all the real niggas ain't backing your plays. You're a rapist, bro. Come on, man. I challenge you to a fight, bro. No gunplay, no knife work, no nothing. Just hand-to-hand work. Let's throw these so I could punish you for the state of New York, loser. You doing this for clout, but you fucking with people in a state that you don't even know that'll come back at you for this. I'm going to hit you this way, bozo, and I'm going to call you out the box, but you ain't going to do that because you's a sucker, you lightweight, and you look like you about 150 pounds soaking wet. My son will beat you up. You ain't going to come to New Rochelle, the Bronx. You ain't going to come to New Rochelle, the Bronx in the sections that you talking that's filthy. You ain't been out there. You watching videos. You watching the aerial view. You not walking through them streets. You not coming to School Street. Come on, man. You're not on the south side of Yonkers. You're not coming to Getty Square, which is the heart of Yonkers, and scream out, fuck DMX, and talk about his children. God bless the legend. Niggas will spin you around out there for that. You's a whole cartoon character. You look like a rat. You look like a mouse. You run in your mouth so much, shit, you might be that. So if somebody do something to you, you already setting people up to do something to you, but this is how you get something done to you back. You's a sucker and you soft. You ain't coming nowhere to New York in these zones. Man, stay down there in them quiet areas where nobody can see you. Stay over there by the Brooklyn Bridge and Canal Street where all the Chinese people, no disrespect, but all the Asian people who's over there, so they'll see you. You might catch somebody, might spot you over there. It ain't healthy over there neither. Use a wing, Charleston White. Use a bozo. I challenge you to come to Yonkers or Mount Vernon. Come to Mount Vernon on 3rd and 3rd or 7th and 3rd. Or even come over there by motherfucking 4th and 1st. Gramerton. Scream fuck DMX over there. Go to School Street. Go anywhere from South Broadway to North Broadway. Go to Palisades, Slow Bombs. Say fuck DMX over there. Go to Warburton and scream fuck DMX. I bet your punk ass won't. And I know you won't. Go out there in the midday where there's people outside. Go to these spots where there's people outside midday between 2 and 5. You might be able to catch some people out there earlier than that or later than that. But go out there on them times. Go out there on a Friday night or a Friday evening, not even a Friday night. Go out there early Friday evening and scream that shit. And see if you don't get worked out there, pussy. Everything about you on this screen read soft. You a wimp.
And now one of you Bronx motherfuckers will bring y'all bitch ass to Texas talking that shit. I want to know.
You want to involve Texas. Texas ain't got nothing to do with this. This is you. How are you going to jump out the window and then involve a whole state? Shout outs to Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. How you going to start a whole war and then you going to involve a whole state?
Y'all cheat, nigga. I want to New York, and I want to Brooklyn.
Where at in Brooklyn you went? You ain't in the Bronx. You say you went to Brooklyn. You went to Queens. You didn't come to the Bronx and scream that fuck Fat Joe, fuck Big Pun shit. You named other places except the places you disrespecting.
And I talk shit while I was in New York, nigga, by my motherfucker.
Brooklyn, Queens.
Now I dare one of you bitch ass, bro, come down here, OG Hocus.
Shout outs to Hocus 4/5. Shout outs to Hocus 4/5, man. But this bozo is a bozo, B. And on some real, he don't even know how you connected down there to the whole family down there. He don't know the ties that you have. This is when people don't even know they research and do research on names. They just blurting out. Now, what you going to do if Hocus do pop up in your town because he's connected to a very powerful person in your state? I can't wait for that to happen.
Somebody tell me something about the Bronx that I can say, nigga, fuck the Bronx. Yeah, you bitch ass Bronx nigga is some puss ass nigga. Internet talking ass nigga. Yeah, nigga, New York go everywhere. I bet I got $10,000. I ain't never met a nigga in New York and Texas. Name me one nigga from the Bronx.
Shout outs to all my New York people that consistently be hitting in Texas. Shout outs to their families. When they go visit, they don't be seeing this dude. Shout outs to everybody out there. I got us, man.
Who got a reputation for killing people outside of Bronx?
Look at the question. He said, name one person from the Bronx that got a reputation for killing people outside the Bronx. He's a plant. He's designed to destroy our people. He's a setup. The government knows what they doing. They taking bozos like that and they giving them money and a platform to talk stupid because that's what makes it spin. The government gets their money off of bozos like him that draw in more black people to the prison system. Modern day slavery, just like the old slaves sold the old black people, the old house niggas, excuse my French, but those who sold black people off to become slaves and carry this country, he's one of those bozos. Listen to what this fool is talking about. This is how you know. This is how you know when somebody was born retarded.
I keep telling you, nigga.
Listen to how he talk.
They only bad in the Bronx. Pistol Pete. I ain't never heard of Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete only bad in jail. No, Pistol Pete only bad in jail. I ain't never heard Pistol Pete being bad in Miami. I ain't never heard Pistol Pete being bad in DC. I ain't never heard Pistol Pete being bad in Atlanta. I ain't never heard Pistol Pete being bad in California. Name me one nigga outside the Bronx who was bad in New Jersey. Nigga, when did blood get to New York? You niggas late. Man, y'all the last niggas to start gang banging with tripping blood. Shut y'all bitch ass up, New York. These motherfuckers, New York, y'all the last niggas in the United States of America to start gang banging.
Come to New York and be in Brooklyn and Queens and all that and say that the New York cats that's out there banging just as hard as anybody else from any parts of the country. Up here is different. These gang members up here, they move different. You don't know who's aligned with who. You can get touched really fast, bro. You better watch your mouth, bro. Take it easy, man, before you end up hurting yourself. But that's what retarded people do anyway. They don't think because he ain't got an ounce of common sense in his brain. He got a small head, pause, and it looked like he's an incest baby.
Y'all think about that. Y'all dumbest motherfuckers in the world. Y'all niggas made 20 years after everybody else started gang banging. When gang banging started in the 60s, you been got in the 90s. I'm waking up this morning. I'm talking to the people in New York, the Bronx. Fuck the Bronx. Fuck whatever rapper y'all got from the Bronx. I ain't never seen nobody from the Bronx come to Texas, nowhere in the South. Come from New York, come down south, and develop a badass reputation. Big Pun.
Why somebody gotta be on some murderous, develop a bad reputation? You don't even have a bad reputation. Listen to the plant. This fool don't even have a bad reputation. He's a rapist. That's the only bad thing about him. He should be stoned to death. How y'all letting this man back on the street to possibly rape somebody else's kids? He's in the communities, he supposedly say, working with children. How y'all letting this rapist near children?
Man, fuck Big Pun.
Say that in Washington Heights.
Big Pun ain't shit.
Say,
Big Pun's son crying like a motherfucker.
say that in Washington Heights.
Them Bronx niggas is the weakest New York niggas is here. Everybody in Harlem niggas and them DC niggas the baddest niggas on the East Coast. Niggas Bronx and all that Puerto Rican Latin.
Did he just put a whole Frank in his mouth? From Harlem and DC? Damn, you had Harlem and DC Franks in your mouth? Damn, bro. You went from being one bad, skinny, shit-talking person and now you eating Franks?
That shit, light-skinned nigga shit, that shit ain't shit, nigga. This bitch ass OG Hopper probably feel. Say, boy, I'll fuck your mom and slap the shit out your mom. And you wouldn't do goddamn.
You know damn well you ain't slapping nobody mama from New York unless you want to die. Now, the two things you said that can cause you to lose your life in New York is you will sleep with somebody's woman and then slap their mama. You really think you bad enough to do that in New York and survive the consequences? Go to Castle Hill and do that. Shout out to the whole Castle Hill, B. Go to Castle Hill and do that. I dare you. I don't think you got the heart, skinny man.
Damn shit if I thump your dog in the head and make a
Stomp somebody's daughter in the head. This man's tricky, man. He's very tricky, man. You can hear the bait. You can hear the bait. You can hear this fool baiting people or trying to. You can hear this fool, man. Wicked, man. Own people, man. He ain't even considering black people his people. So then what that make him?
cry. You know, bitch, you know, I'm gonna get your daddy. If I thump your dog in the head, hope it's on the field, you and them bitch ass Bronx niggas would do shit. Everybody knows Bronx ain't got no real federal bread, nigga. Y'all mixed breed Puerto Rican pussy Latin motherfucker. But you ain't a nigga, boy.
Shout outs to my Latinos. This guy is retarded. Boy, you went from starting with him to now you might have an issue with the Latin race out here in New York. And boy, when I tell you you got a problem with them, if you I hope you got it on you at all times. You just created a no-fly zone. You definitely have a no-fly zone in the 914 area code. I'm saying that. I spot you anywhere. I don't care where it's at. I'm going to knock your little punk ass out. That's on everything. So when you see me, I'm going to have my 9 hat on, right? And when you get knocked out, don't talk about it. Don't say nothing. I'm already talking about it. So you don't have to talk about it. I'm going to knock your head off. I'm going to punch your head right off you, boy.
The Bronx ain't shit down south. You will get hit.
Shout out to my people in the South, man. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I'm directing it at Charleston White. It's directed at Charleston White's bitch ass. It's up for you, punk. Pull up by yourself again, and I swear, if I spot you, I'm going to knock your head off.
Your mouth down south. Nah, you got them New York niggas sucking my dick still. New York, come put your mouth on me. Yeah, Jim Jones is straight up hoe. That nigga mama dope. That nigga got one of them dope and mama. What you talking about, Jason? Let me tell you nothing.
Shout outs to Jim, man. I ain't even going to play this bozo no more. I'm just going to let it be known like this. Charleston White, you's a whole bitch. Whatever you try and do is bitch made. Use a wing. I challenge you to a fight. Your bitch ass ain't going to fight. Anywhere you want to do it. I'll come to Houston. We could set this shit up. I'll get with Jay Prince Jr., and we could put it in. No knives, no guns, no nothing. Me and you raise money for the city of Houston or the state of Texas, wherever city you want to raise the money for in your state. New York don't need the bread. We're going to give it to the state of Texas, and they might not need the bread, but whatever area you from, I know there's poverty in. I know there's ran down shit. I know there's people hungry out there that you not feeding. So let's raise this money up so we could feed your community. A New York nigga said that. Pussy. You ain't gonna do nothing but keep talking behind this screen. When you ready to fight, sucker, let me know. I'll be waiting. Coward.